We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
It's nice to see everyone out and about. No shame in letting down your hair
Might as
now
well
and then.
take a look while you're here, eh?
Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the hope to see you again.
We have reached our destination.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Excellent work, Master. We have fulfilled our duty to satisfaction.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
What is it, Master?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. It seems you must attend a palace.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Pray, follow me.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road? Despite the hour? Much obliged. Peruse at your leisure.
My bed. I shan't resist.
I see our... All has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the originals recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
We have arrived.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
Not far from your station, are you not?
Nary a new face. Why do I even bother?
Our first sovereign in decades.
I do wonder who's behind the mask, but I shan't pry.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that tongue afore you lose it.
Listen, I've seen my fair share of noble Arisen. Wastrels and curs, the lot of them.
This one's the genuine article. Surely you've heard tell of how he repelled the dragon in Melve.
Aye, and he's got
So, tell me
grievous
more of
plans
this
to show
fox
for it.
cart.
I expect that's why he's been up.
Might as well make merry while the wine flows.
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well too, till I found that door. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings, but my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
Surely it wasn't Nick.
Best to remain sober. Much to be done.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
No.
We who are gathered here...
Up at dawn. Done by
My
dusk.
sword arm could use some work.
I do wish there was any sin.
I ought to take a moment to review my affairs.
Always sets me to think this place.
All this merrymaking is a joy to be...
My sword arm could use some work.
Nice place this.
Tired.
I'm in no hurry.
Just about anyone.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Apparently, even privately owned items will come to be curtailed soon.
I find dressing for these occasions awfully
All my peers seem
tedious.
so much more capable. Always sets me to think this place.
Dull day.
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
Find the crown jewel that defines.
Now this is a...
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
No.
We who are gathered...
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
Might as well make merry while the...
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet. These masks. I do wonder who's behind the mask, but I shan't pry.
You wouldn't want to make the others jealous now.
I find it liberating to hide my face for a time.
You were posted in front of the passage yesterday.
Would seem our sovereign. Surely these extravagances cannot
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
My spirit. Not
What's to
test
be done?
quails.
You've made yourself an enemy.
Such quiet.
Such cheap drink. 'Tis not at all to my taste.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
There's no shame.
Don't look to me to solve this.
Twould seem
I'm
drank
not sure
such
what's
drink
best.
That I trust.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today. What's to... I hope the sovereign shall be well enough to dance. I'm not sure what's best.
Fine place to
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
I feel a sight better.
Leave off before you...
Like children at a fair. Only we drink more wine. This can't be real. It can't.
My wits desert me.
Everyone who dances with me complains.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
I must do what I can.
Really?
Why, you're...
Now, we who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
The occasion demands we forego boorish inquiries.
This time I received my invitation.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Like children at a fair. Only we drink more wine.
Always sets me to think. This place. My list of duties grows ever longer. My list of duties.
Naught but dreary duty awaits after this.
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right.
To the sovereign's health, and a kingdom at peace.
I hope the sovereign shall be well enough to dance anon.
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade.
I do hope our sovereign's enjoying himself. Got to feel this. My head will roll if force goes around.
You wouldn't want to.
What I can do for you?
Just how I like
I'm not sure what to do. With myself today.
Now, we who are gathered here are...
Presume to confound me, do you?
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I see no way out of this.
Surely someone will ask me.
Heavens forfend!
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it possible.
Darn it. I'm nodding off where I stand.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Moving. All my days are so tranquil. Perhaps I ought to learn a new skill. What to make of this?
But not at the expense of my duty. Dull days for us are a sign that all is hold fast!
How did I stick on those where it doesn't belong?
Always gotta be in the thick of things, me. My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Something fun to do.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
I grant you roaring flame.
No debilitation of curative cult men.
Feast your
in devotion?
I don't know what to do.
Too slow.
You were wrong. Do you...
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated...
I have no issue falling asleep. I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day. 'Twas a fascinating...
There is a rumor.
All is lost. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information.
'Tis as you say.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Shall we seek some...
What to do?
Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts.
That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet?
That's all right. I'm sure.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
What to do? Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all. Befell a Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you. this. Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Sweeping, laundry. My work's near done. I've naught to say to you. Whatever am I to do?
I'm quite sure that ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
I've naught to say to you.
What's your business with me, Cos?
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Look, if I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth, but that's changed in recent years. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born, at least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastron parent. If we keep mixing, someday our king...
Might have a little kip.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast.
I've had well enough of you.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
We'd best report back.
I must be grateful. May tomorrow be.
Vaults, eh? Let us inform Sir Kendrick of what we've learned.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
You too? I'm glad I'm not the only one.
A profitable endeavor.
You wish for me to remain here? 'Tis easily done.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind.
It is as you say.
How are we to get through this door?
Strike with lightning's might. Wait to find out what's inside.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
Right you are. We ought... to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Surely this is a jest. All that effort for so little gain?
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them?
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
It was a paltry repast, but I'm grateful to be fed.
And one can never be too careful, even
But when there's nothing doing...
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
We must be ready for anything.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Doctor focus. My head will roll if force goes awry.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Guide me outside, then.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Why? My knees have been acting up of late.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Grant. Shall we go inform him?